vibration around so I can feel fantastic. Talking to myself in the mirror, I'm telling me to cheer up. Everyone around got tears of a clown and it's so cold like Siberia. But I do not want negative energy. If you get what you give me positivity. Give it to me. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. The love you give is the love you get. So be nice and change your life. Be nice. Be nice. I got a new direction. I ain't got no time for stressing. I don't wanna carry no bad vibration. I don't wanna be in depression. I just wanna be cool, live my life without the problems. Everybody trying to push me down to the ground, but I ain't living life from the bottom. Cause I do not want negative energy. If you get what you give me positivity. Give it to me. Hey, be different. Be nice.
This is just a reminder, everyone, that the kids area is in the wrestling room. So if you are leaving your kid, you're going to drop them off in the wrestling room. Thank you.
Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. The love you give is the love you get. So be nice and change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice.
If we all could just find a way to fly away, to slip into a brighter day. One step so deaf, so right, go left, and do it to a right away. I'm talking to all of my leaders. We should just powwow when all of us meet up and fight for each other, not one another. And when we talk, be nice to each other. Be cordial, be glad, be happy, not sad. Stay in your bag, and all of my bangers that bang with they flag. Whether crip or blood, be good to each other, be good to each other. En la raza, mi casa, su casa. On and on, love that we give and keeps rolling on, rolling on.
Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be nice. Hey, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. I just wanna be happy. I don't wanna feel nasty. I'm trying to turn my vibration around so I can feel fantastic. Talking to myself in the mirror. I'm telling me to cheer up. Everyone around got tears of a clown and it's so cold like Siberia. But I do not want negative energy. If you get what you give me positivity. Give it to me. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. The love you give is the love you get. So be nice and change your life. Be nice. Be nice. I got a new direction. I ain't got no time for stressing. I don't wanna carry no bad vibration. I don't wanna be in depression. I just wanna be cool, live my life without the problems. Everybody trying to push me down to the ground, but I ain't living life from the bottom. Cause I do not want negative energy. If you get what you give me positivity. Give it to me. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. The love you give is the love you get. So be nice and change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice.
If we all could just find a way to fly away, to slip into a brighter day. One step so deaf, so right, go left, and do it to a right away. I'm talking to all of my leaders. We should just powwow when all of us need her. And fight for each other, not one another. And when we talk, be nice to each other. Be cordial, be glad, be happy, not sad. Stay in your bag, and all of my bangers that hang with they flag. Whether crip or blood, be good to each other, be good to each other. And la raza, mi casa, su casa. On and on, love that we give and keeps rolling on, rolling on.
Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be nice. Hey, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. I just wanna be happy. I don't wanna feel nasty. I'm trying to turn my vibration around so I can feel fantastic. Talking to myself in the mirror. I'm telling me to cheer up. Everyone around got tears of a clown and it's so cold like Siberia. But I do not want negative energy. If you get what you give me positivity. Give it to me. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. The love you give is the love you get. So be nice and change your life. Be nice. Be nice. I got a new direction. I ain't got no time for stressing. I don't wanna carry no bad vibration. I don't wanna be in depression. I just wanna be cool, live my life without the problems.
Alright guys, this is one more reminder. If you guys have kids and you want to leave them in the wrestling room, you guys are more than welcome to. One more time, you guys can bring your kids to the wrestling room. Otherwise, please grab your seats. The program is about to start.
Give it to me. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. The love you give is the love you get. So be nice and change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice.
If we all could just find a way to fly away, to slip into a brighter day. One step.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is my co-president. Co-president is at Osmond.
All of my leaders.
This is my co-president, Carl Mayus.
Well, now that that's out of the way, let's jump right in. The purpose of today's event is to recognize Dr. Martin Luther King and all his efforts in aiding the Black community during the civil rights event. Dr. Martin Luther King was a reverend and a hero to all African Americans all around and everybody just in general. We thank you guys for being here tonight to help honor him.
Everyone, please rise. Refer to the lyrics that are located inside your program for this evening. Please sing along to the National Black Anthem.
Died, yet with the steady beat, and as we come to the place for which I find you saved. We have come over the way that the tears have been watered. We have come treading the path of the blood of the slaughtered. Out of the blue we passed till now we stand at last where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places of God where we met thee. Lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
You guys can take your seats. Right before the chorus goes with their beautiful rendition of Lenny Kravitz's song by the Woburn Memorial Chorus, we'll have Dan Raslin say a few words.
Thank you, everybody. I'm just going to do this. I'm a little tall. Good evening, everyone. Just want to thank you all for coming tonight. I just want to say thank you to our Black Student Union and to their faculty advisor, Ms. Charles. I don't know where she went, probably running around last-minute preparations. This is a pretty spectacular event in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I'm excited to see what the program has in store. The theme of this event is pretty important. I think the time is always right to do what is right. I think calling attention to the theme is pretty important. A lot of times doing what's right isn't necessarily doing what's easy or safe. I think doing what's right can mean change. Change can be uncomfortable. But if this is true, then I don't think being uncomfortable can be a reason to not do what's right. And when I'm walking around school every day and talking to teachers, talking to students, I am continually inspired by the bravery and the integrity and the dedication I see to doing what's right. And I'm just grateful to be here and grateful to be a part of this community. And I just want to say thank you again for being here. Thank you for honoring what it means to be a part of this event. It's pretty historic for the school, pretty historic for this community. And I just want to say thank you again to Ms. Charles. Thank you again to the leadership of the BSU and the Black student community as a whole. And buckle up because you're in for a good show.
Thank you, Principal Dan. Now we have the Woburn Memorial High's chorus to perform a song by Lenny Kravitz. Thank you.
Join the
Thank you to the chorus. That was very nicely performed. So, today, Dr. King's contributions are pretty undeniable. We're sometimes taught about Dr. King, and so being able to celebrate his legacy on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day feels only natural. But this wasn't always the case. The creation of Martin Luther King Day was a hard-fought battle between Dr. King's supporters and those who felt threatened by the holiday. Threatened by his advocacy. This calls for the holiday to begin shortly after his death in 1968, but it wasn't until 1983 that Congress passed legislation making Dr. King's birthday a federal holiday. This was thanks in large part to the work of Coretta Scott King and the King Center, Representative John Coyers, and Congressional Black Caucus. Then came the battle for MLK Day to be recognized at a state level, which included a standoff between the NFL and the state of Arizona over their refusal to adopt the holiday. Southern states showed the most resistance, and some even tried combining Martin Luther King Day with celebrations for Confederate leaders. In 2000, all 50 states officially adopted Martin Luther King Day, 32 years after it was first proposed.
Wow. Thank goodness MLK Day was officially adopted, because look at all the good things that come from his memory and recognition. Year after year, we probably wouldn't be here tonight recognizing him if it weren't an official holiday. Anyway, our next presenter is a heavyweight in Woburn. He is someone who loves to work in the community and promotes unity. His name is Chris DeMayo, and he is an executive director for the event known as Know Your Neighbor in Woburn. He is also involved in many other organizations that strive to make our community here in Woburn a better place. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to help us celebrate, and may Chris DeMayo please come forward.
It's not easy to get up here. I need oxygen now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And first of all, congratulations to the Black Student Union for your first public event in Woburn. Can we have some applause? I am beyond enthusiastic, I'm beyond excited, and I'm honored and privileged to share the stage tonight with these extraordinary students. On behalf of Know Your Neighbor Woburn, we want to celebrate, we want to become community partners with you, to support you as allies, and to help celebrate the miracle of what you are doing here at Woburn High School. I'm also pleased to present an honorarium donation from our organization to help launch some funding for the Black Student Union. I hope other folks will join me in making contributions and donations. Thank you.
Listen, did you know the impact of the Normalcy Never Again speech delivered by Dr. King? It was so powerful and so great that he was named Times Man of the Year for 1963. And he received the Nobel Peace Prize a year later, becoming the youngest recipient of the award.
Really? I never heard of that speech.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's because it was renamed to the I Have a Dream speech. You've heard of that one, right? Well, please focus on the screen to hear it recited by some of the students from Woburn Memorial High School.
At this time, I have the honor to present to you the moral leader of our nation. I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I'm happy to join with you all today with what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration of freedom in history of our nation.
50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon, light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who have been seared in the flames of withering injustice.
It comes as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity.
But 100 years later, the Negro is still not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so, we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come here to our nation's capital to cash a check.
When the architects of our Republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were singing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir.
This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds.
But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt.
We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the grave vaults of opportunity of this nation.
And so, if come to cash this check.
A check that will give us upon demand the rich.
Will any contestants of the oratorical competition please find Ms. Charles at the back of the auditorium? Wow, what a fantastic job the students did. It was really amazing how the speech that is still important to hear and understand. One question, whether Dr. Martin Luther King's dream has been realized today. Even though change has happened, we still need to strive for greatness in 2024. Thank you.
I agree with you, Carl. Now, on a lighter note, we'd like to welcome Woburn's very own step team to perform.
why the Woburn Santas look good every day.
I said.
Thank you to the STEP team. So why does this matter? Why celebrate Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Well, the holiday seems most fitting to celebrate this man of groundbreaking, earth-shattering magnitude for his fearlessness to show up, act in a nonviolent, and communicate his ideas of being a better human. This holiday is a way to recognize his legacy and serve while inspiring us to serve in our own ways.
A lot of the things Dr. King advocated for, like racial justice, labor rights, and affordable housing, etc., are still issues that we're fighting for today. The fight for justice is ongoing, and we can use this day to reflect on the work that Dr. King started while taking responsibility for the work we still have left to do. Today, the King holiday serves multiple purposes. It honors the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, focuses on the issues of civil rights, highlights the use of nonviolence to promote change, and calls people into public service.
So now let's check out newly formed Black Student Union Choir to sing this first performing together and lend attention to the rendition of Lean on Me by Bill Waters. Now we have an award. Now we'll have a word from tonight's keynote speaker, James Edward Austin. James is knowledgeable, the first elected Black school community member. Who was inducted in this month month. He is the father of 5 children: Bryant, Inez, Isaiah, who attended the WU, and Irene. He is married to Miss Verona, the BSU choir directress. You see how invested this family is in our community and school. It is great, Reed. It is great that he's here to meet us today. Thank you.
Good morning, actually good evening. Good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing today? Well, you look good, and it's good to see you. Before I get started, I just want to formally thank Principal Ransonen for allowing this event to take place. I also want to thank Mrs. Charles for her vision, for her kindness, and her infectious happiness and enthusiasm. I also want to thank the Black Student Union for giving me this opportunity, along with its co-presidents and each member in their honored position. I did see some elected officials, so I give honor to school committee members and city councilmen that are here and present. So the theme is, it's time is always right to do what is right. You see, this wasn't something that was a concept to me when I was growing up. I grew up in a single-parent household with my mother and 3 older brothers, and I understood that some actions can cause pain. I also understood that some actions could cause happiness. Understanding this gave me the idea of right and wrong from a young age. You see, my mother always demonstrated love by caring for us. As Tupac would say, she made miracles every Thanksgiving. But outside of the home, the individual that I came across was not always willing to demonstrate love. Oftentimes, I received hate. By the time I was 10 years old, I was abandoned by my father. I was told that something was mentally wrong with me because I wouldn't talk to the adults in school. I was bullied. I was beat up. I was jumped by many people. And I was homeless. So the idea of giving love or doing the right thing was far from my mind. I learned at an early age that in order to survive these streets, being soft and doing the right thing was not an option. Something that I learned was called the survival of the fittest. In other words, you did what you needed to do to stay alive, and doing what was right, that was not it. Where I grew up, doing the right thing could cause you to lose your life. You know, some would argue that doing the right thing is subjective. In other words, based on personal opinions and feelings rather than facts. But living on the street, it was either I did the right thing or I did the wrong thing and I survived. Because there was a code. There was a code of the streets. And some of you may know the word snitches get stitches. You probably heard of that before. But that was a code that I lived by. And going to the cops could get you killed. So if you had a problem with somebody, you would bring it to them. I used to say, don't start none, won't be none. If you want some, come and get some. That was my motto when I grew up on the streets. A few years passed when I was homeless, and by the time I was in 8th grade, I was 6 feet tall and I was over 200 pounds. I was bitter, I was angry, I was a class clown, and I no longer cared about doing the right thing. By the time I graduated high school, I was heartless. My heart was broken a few times. I've been through so much, and my motto was, nobody eats but me. With all that animosity, I found myself in jail at the age of 18. You know, I shared my story with you because I wanted you to know that the person that you see today wasn't always the man that I was. I shared my story with you because I wanted you to know that there was a shift in my life. I shared my story because I wanted you to know that the hate that was in my heart was removed. And the actions that were given to me shifted me from hatred to love. Carl mentioned earlier today about my wife, and she is one of the reasons why I shifted from being a hateful person. And when she gave me my first child, something about having my first child, which is in the front, Inez, she broke that ice on my heart, and I was no longer a hateful person. There's something about having that first child that changed me. See, doing what is right can sometimes cause pain. Making ethical choices often requires us to prioritize the greater good over our personal desires and immediate gratifications. It may involve sacrificing our own comfort, convenience, or even relationships. For example, speaking up against injustice or standing up for what is right can cause backlash, criticism, or even personal harm. It takes courage and resilience to face these challenges and endure the pain that may come along with doing what is right. However, it is an important reminder that the pain caused by doing what is right is often temporary and is often outweighed by the long-term benefits. By acting ethically, we contribute to a more just and compassionate society, fostering positive change and creating a better future for ourselves and others. Moreover, the pain we may experience from doing what is right can also be a catalyst for personal growth and development. It can strengthen our character, deepen our empathy, and enhance the understanding of our world. Overcoming adversity and staying true to our values can lead to a sense of fulfillment and inner peace. Ultimately, doing what is right may involve pain. It is a path that aligns with our principles and contributes to a more ethical and harmonious world. By acknowledging the potential challenges and embracing the discomfort, we can navigate the complexities of ethical decision-making with integrity and resilience. You see, Dr. King had a different experience. When Dr. King was born January 15th, 1929, to the late Alberta Williams King, and his father was Martin Luther King Sr., who was a pastor. Dr. King got a chance to see the love that his father demonstrated by his actions and his words that he preached every Sunday. His father also led several hundred African Americans to Atlanta City Hall to protest for civil rights. Dr. King was a member of the high school debate team. This is where he acquired his skills for speaking. He graduated high school at the age of 15, and he went to Morehouse College. Dr. King graduated Morehouse in 1948 with a bachelor's degree in sociology. Eventually he went to seminary in Pennsylvania. Eventually he made his way to Boston University where he got his doctorates in theology. While studying, Dr. King was an assistant minister at the Boston 12th Baptist Church, church I actually worked at many years ago as an after-school program coordinator. After finishing his doctorate, Dr. King moved back to his hometown, but prior to doing that, he actually met his wife, Coretta Scott, who was a student at New England Conservatory of Music. Dr. King and I had different experiences and perspectives when it comes down to dealing with complex issues of doing what is right. The choices we decide can shape our present and our future. Making right and wrong choices is an essential aspect of our love. Our decisions shape our actions, define our character, and impact the world around us. It is crucial to understand the significance of making an informed, ethical choice. When faced with a decision, it is important to gather all relevant information and consider the potential consequences. Taking the time to analyze the situation and evaluate is an option that can help us make an informed decision. This process allows us to weigh the potential and benefits of the risk, enabling us to make a decision that aligns with good values and our goals. See, ethical decisions play a vital role in making decisions. Acting ethically means considering the impact of our choices and others in society as a whole. It involves treating others with respect, fairness, and honesty. By making ethical choices, we contribute to a more just and compassionate world. However, it is important to acknowledge that making the right choice is not always easy. We may face confliction, external pressures, or uncertainty about the outcome. It is also important to learn from our mistakes. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, we may make a wrong choice. Instead of dwelling on our failures, we should reflect on them and use them as an opportunity for growth and learning. By acknowledging our mistakes, taking responsibility, and making amends if necessary, we can strive to make better choices in our future. You see, I know some of you may say, well, doing the right thing isn't for me. It's hard to do the right thing. Maybe there's fear, maybe there's pain, maybe there's lack of understanding, maybe there's a cultural difference, maybe there's peer pressure from external influences, maybe there's something internal. We may ask the question, well, what do I say? What if what I say goes wrong? You know, I would never shame anyone for not doing what is right. Remember, doing right in my eyes may not be right in your eyes. With this thought in mind, I had a conversation with a young person last week, and I was telling this young person about the NAACP, which is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And I was telling this young person what they stood for and how Dr. King was a member of the NAACP, and how through this organization, he and many others was fighting for civil rights of black people. And I said to this young person, I said, well, what if Dr. King did not move forward in his actions? There's a good chance that you and I, our life currently would not look the same. There's a good chance that you and I would not live in this city. What if Dr. King believed the time is not right to do what is right? What if Dr. King didn't stand up? If Dr. King didn't stand up, there's a good chance that the Montgomery bus boycott would not have happened. Through this boycott, King led the boycott, which lasted 385 days, which was in response to Rosa Parks' arrest under the segregation law. And because of this boycott, following the 1956 ruling, it ended when the Supreme Court announced that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. So what if Dr. King didn't stand up? Maybe the Birmingham campaign would not have went forward. If Dr. King didn't stand up, maybe the Great March on Washington would not have happened, where 250,000 participants participated. If Dr. King didn't stand up, maybe the Civil Rights of 1964 would not have happened. If Dr. King didn't stand up, maybe the voting rights of 1965 would not have happened. If Dr. King never decided that it was time is always right to do what is right, then maybe he would not have that dream. Maybe the dream of where his children and my children and each of you will not be judged by the color of our skin, but the content of our character. If Dr. King never stood up, maybe he would never have that dream where one nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, where we hold the truth to be self-evident, all men are treated equally. If Dr. King didn't stand up, maybe the dream of little black boys and little black girls would walk hand with little white girls and little white boys would not have happened, or the dream would have never took place. But I have good news for you, good people. As you know, Dr. King decided to stand up. He stated the time is always right to do what is right. So his dream lives in me, and it can live in each of you. You see, I have learned that a lot that I was taught was a lie. A lot that I was given while I was growing up was a lie. I was told that I was no good like my daddy. I was told that I would be a threat to society. I was offered the impression that I was worthless because I was a black man and I was big. I was told that my destination would be in grave or in jail. But see, I have learned that my life has purpose, and my purpose is to live. We all have purpose. Each of you have purpose, and our purpose is to love and be loved. You see, love runs through me, and it runs through you. So during this research for this message, I decided to look up the word love, and I looked up different definitions of heart, and I wanted to see how it connects. And I learned that our heart beats over 100,000 times a day, and our heart pumps about 1.5 gallons of blood every minute. Our heart pumps about 200 gallons of blood every day. That's about 3,000 Gatorade bottles, the 20 ounces. And it's interesting, when I was digging more about the word love, it says that the reason why love is connected to the heart is because many of us, when we see someone that we are infatuated with or we care for, our heart may skip a beat. That's a theory, but I found it to be interesting. I also read this as a theory, is the heart is a giver of life. So if that heart is a giver of life, if it pumps that blood, without life, then there is no opportunity for you to love. I did some more digging, and I was like, well, why is the heart shaped? You guys know the shape of the heart, right? The theory is that you take two hearts, two actual human hearts, and when you connect them, you infuse them, they form the shape of a heart. You see, we must allow love to win. If love wins, then hate ends. You see, hate is defined as an intense hostility, a strong dislike, usually deriving from fear, anger, and a sense of injury. In other words, hate or hatred could be in the heart. And a lot of times it may come from an external force. If hate wins, then love ends. See, I have learned that when we allow the actions of hate to win, those actions can be neglected, rejected, or accepted. And I know some of you young people, from the stories that I've heard over the last couple of years, are angry. And I would say rightfully so, because I'm angry as well. This was actually the reason why I decided to stand up to run for school committee. You see, when hate wins, when the action of hate is not looked at and not dealt with, it becomes neglected. Like when a young person is called a porch monkey, that action is not given proper or necessary care or attention. When hate wins, that action is being rejected. When a person is called the N-word, you see, it's dismissed or it's seen as inadequate or inappropriate, not to one's taste. You see, when the action of hate wins, it's almost like it's accepted. When the young person uses the whip app on their phone, it's regarded as favor, given approval. But see, on the opposite end, when love wins, hate ends. You see, love is defined as an unselfish, loyal, and benevolent, concern and good for another person. And when you look at the definition of the word hate, how it can be given externally, but it's something that's internal. And then when you look at the definition of the word love, love is actually given outward. And so I've learned that hate can be destroyed by love. You see, I've learned that love is the greatest. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wrong. Love does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. You see, love never gives up. It never loses faith. It is always hopeful. Love endures through every circumstance. You see, Dr. King stated, I decided to stick with love because hate is too great of a burden to bear. Now, you guys remember that, the little symbol I showed you? Check this out. When you take away that one hand, what do you see? It looks like a broken heart. So what I've learned is that in order for that broken heart to be mended, we have to connect our heart with someone else. So what is that? What are you saying? What I'm saying is that love is an action. The time is always right to do what is right. We must lead with love and serve with purpose, because each of our purpose is to love. So I want you guys to do something before I take my seat. You see our hands? Take that one hand down. And I want you to find somebody to connect that hand with. You see, I know many of you have experienced racism in this school and experienced hate. But young people, that hate cannot be conquered by love if you go it by yourself. If you allow that heart to only be this, meaning solo, meaning by yourself, you have to join forces with someone else. You have to connect with someone else in order for love to take place, because love is an action word. And I just leave you with this. The time is always right to do what is right. We must lead with love and serve with purpose. Thank you.
Thank you for the fantastic speech, Mr. Austin. And so now that we're remembering Dr. King, we'd like to remember some of the Black heroes that perhaps inspired his journey and certainly inspired us now. So let's explore What If by India Arie.
Didn't sit down? What if Malcolm didn't matter? Where would we be now? What if Marley didn't get up, stand up? What if Du Bois didn't come to advance us? And Mandela didn't come to teach us? Where would we be now? We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. We can change the world with our love, 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 love. 'Cause it is up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. Our love can change the world. We can change the world with our love, 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 love. Our love can change the world. What if Maya didn't speak out? What if Langston Hughes didn't write it down? What if Josephine Baker didn't dance it out? No. Tell me, where would we be now? What if Sojourner never told the truth? Or Ida B. Wells never printed the news? Harriet never went underground? Me too, I matter, you matter, we matter. Together we are love. Me too, I matter, you matter, we matter. Together we are love. It's gotta be all of us. Stand up and speak out with all of our love. Love, 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 love. 'Cause it is up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We can change the world. Our love will change the world. We will change the world. With our love, 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 love. Our love will change the world. Oprah, Kamala, Ava, Tarana, and Lena, Serena, Viola, Opal, Patrice, and Alicia. You and me are the chosen. Right now, this is our moment. We are a people of motion. Our love's gonna change the world.
I'd like to remind you guys that we're doing a silent auction, so before you leave, please feel free to visit our silent auction and bid on any artwork that you like.
Now we'd like everyone to turn their attention to the screen. As you know, Monday is still a day where we don't have school, but BSU encourages everyone to commit a day of service in the name of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Here are some activities you can do or some places you can go to in order to honor his legacy, but also to do something that you genuinely feel good about. Please mark your calendars if you'd like, but feel free to Google other activities in the area as well. Online, you can find a plethora of things to do on Monday, Dr. King's holiday. One second. So first is annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration hosted by St. John's Baptist Church on 38 Everett Street, Woburn. We're thrilled to have you join us as we commemorate the life and legacy of Dr. King on Sunday, January 14, 2024. At 4 p.m., this year's event carries a poignant theme. Where do we go from here, chaos or community? In the spirit of Dr. King's profound vision, this theme encourages us to reflect on the current state of our society and consider the path we can take to build a more unified and compassionate community. You can also visit the Embrace Monument January 14th to 15th on 139 Tremont Street, Boston, and the 21st annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Tribute Concert, Boston Symphony Orchestra, 301 Massachusetts Avenue, Boston, Massachusetts, dates January 15, 2024. It costs $15. And the 54th annual Martin Luther King Memorial Breakfast.
Okay, so at this time, we're gonna be doing our Kahoot. We have Myers, Glenda, and Ben Perez. So big round of applause for them. Thank you guys for giving us your time. You guys are all awesome people, 'cause I didn't think about this. Grab a mic. We just jumped out.
Okay.
I think this one works. Okay.
All right, this is a good turnout. Can't even keep count. Y'all just keep joining. That's what I love to see. How prepared everyone feeling? You in yet?
Nope.
Nope. All right, let's see this group over here. Y'all prepared? Any of y'all prepared?
Always. Yes. Always.
Always? So I'm gonna see you at the top of that leaderboard? But I might see you win. That's what I'm concerned about. Don't play. Anything you want to say at the competition?
I don't know. May the best one win for real.
I hope y'all did y'all studying. Ooh, I see food over here. No food in the auditorium, but let me know how y'all feel. How do you feel? You not logged in? Do you know? Damn, feedback. Tell me how you feel.
I feel great.
All right. I saw that stepping. That was good stepping.
Thank you. No step team represent.
You ever watch Stomp the Yard though? Stomp the Yard?
For sure.
Let It Sing? Never watched Let It... Or Let It Shine, sorry. You ever watch it?
You didn't watch? No, I don't think so.
Biker Boys? Great films. With a majority of black cast. Super good. I suggest. Ooh. I'm here to heckle you. How you feel?
I'm feeling good.
All right, Brady. You think you're gonna come in? Where you think you're gonna place?
I don't know. Hopefully I'm up there.
Would you win?
Yeah, I'd win.
All right, I want to see some winners. Ooh. It just keeps going and going. Mr. President, how you feel? You logged in?
Am I winning?
Are you able to win?
No further questions.
No further question. Okay, no comment. What was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth name? Ooh, only 7 seconds on the clock. Look at those answers go up. Wow. All right, let me go into the stands. Let me find someone who. Whoa, Martin. That's a lot of red. 14. Hey, Christian. What'd you say?
I love you guys.
What was your answer?
Mitchell.
Did you learn something new today?
Yeah.
Our next question, from 1957 and 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. traveled over how many million of miles? Is it 2, 6, 10, or was it only 1 million miles?
Oh?
Whoa, 6 million miles? I wonder how many shoes he went through. Luke up on the board. Who is that?
All right, the
True or
next
false question?
Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the 3 non-presidents to have a national holiday in his name. True or false?
Oh, this one should be easy. I don't want to see one incorrect answer.
Oh?
And the answer was false.
Yo. Wow.
I think Myers is a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, to say the least. It's okay, though. I think I would have got that wrong.
Okay, another true or false question. There are around 2,000 streets named after MLK in the U.S. True or false?
This is a hard one.
I don't even know this one.
I've been on a couple MLK roads, but I never kept count. What you thinking?
True.
The answer was false. It was a trick question, actually.
Ooh. I would have believed it.
Ooh, and Luke has fallen from first place.
Rassinen? Let me go talk to our number 1 real quick.
Our principal, Mr. Rassinen, up in first place.
Numbers on the board.
Okay, the next question. What was the name of his most iconic speech?
What is it, Mr. Rassinen?
I'm concentrating.
You locked?
Locked in.
Locked in? That's it. Oh, still got it wrong. It's okay. Hey, no excuses. I didn't distract you. I gave you the power you needed to pass.
Let's see our podium. Oh, and Mr. Radlin has fallen from first place.
Okay.
What day was MLK born on?
What day? Tell me, John.
What's up?
So what day?
What'd you say?
It's too late now. The answer already showed. You got it right?
Sophia and G seem to be locked in for first place.
True or false? Martin Luther King Jr. enrolled in college at the age of 17.
This was touched upon in the speech earlier. I hope y'all were paying attention. Ooh.
Sophia and G seem to be locked in for first place. A couple more questions to come up. Let's see if they're going to be our winners for today.
We think your odds are in this question.
Martin Luther King Jr. attended which college?
Morehouse. Studious man.
Sophia and G are still in first place. Will anyone be here to dethrone them?
True or false? MLK Jr. Day is celebrated on his birthday every year.
This is our last question. Let's see if someone can dethrone Sophia and G.
This is a layup. Come on. Oh, wow. What's the score looking like?
Third place, Kensley Joseph. Congratulations. MKN for second. And let's see who our first place is. Sophia and G. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations. Looks like it was way back in the stands. I didn't even get to ask him a question. Now I come back. Yeah, you said he was going to win. What happened? Slack.
Myers, please return to the stage. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Cool Guy. Now we will have our assistant principal, Megan Patrici, who will make one of the presentations that you have been waiting for all night. She will announce the winners of the photography and art showcase. Help me welcome Megan Patrici to the stage.
I want to thank you all for letting me come up here and present, but I really want to send a shout out to Miss Charles, or Michelle Charles. She came to me 3 weeks ago and she gave me this idea. She's like, this is what I want to do, Meg. I'm like, that sounds fabulous, but you're taking on this huge event. Start smaller, Michelle, just a little snapshot. No way, not Michelle. She took on the whole thing. So I'm pretty proud of her. I know she stays in the background here, but we're really lucky to have her at Woburn High School as one of our leaders and as a teacher as well. So just want to send a shout out to Miss Charles. So the oratorical competition. So we have a lot of mini Dr. Kings here, and they're learning how to be speakers in the public, which is such a huge skill. I want to invite all our elementary students up to the front. Come on up, guys. Come right up here. It's so nice to see little ones. I see big ones all day. They're so cute. So we had a tie, and so we have two of our oratorical winners at the elementary age. They're going to do their presentation for their speeches. Can I have Nathan? Is Nathan there? Hey, all right. Come on up to the podium. Stand right out in front, okay? All right, guys, you guys cheer them on, okay?
Martin Luther King Jr. I like to think of Martin Luther King Jr. as a male lion because he was a leader, a guide like a male lion. He was courageous like a male lion. He was everything like a male lion. So that is my opinion on Martin Luther King Jr. But a male lion can pass away, like Martin Luther King was shot. Like a male lion can get shot by a hunter. Martin Luther King was shot by a hater. He was fighting for his life like a lion. Sadly, that is how Martin Luther King passed away, like a lion.
Nathan did a great job. This whole class is from the Harold Wyman School, and we have one other person coming up. Anaya, are you ready? All right, I love it.
Martin Luther King Jr. acrostic poem. D, dream seeker. R, rights leader. M, motivational. A, adventuresome. R, respectful. T, talented. I, important. N, noble-minded. L, leader. U, uprising. T, truthful. H, heroic. E, eager. R, radiant. K, kind. I, inspiring. N, notable. G, gracious. J, just. R, resolute.
And that was Anaya. That was fabulous. I want everyone to take a bow. Good. Thank you very much. Head right up. Head right up that one. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Do you want to?
Breaking news, our high school students have finished their oratorical competition. It took a long time, and there was a lot of great talented students. I just want to introduce Ms. Cardoso. She's the leader of our Embrace program at school, and she's going to talk about our high school oratorical competition.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. What a great night so far. So, on behalf of the fellow judges, and our judges panel consisted of educators at Woburn Memorial High School, a school committee member, community members, a curriculum coordinator. There were 10 of us total, listening to wonderful speeches from all of the elementary students at the Harold Wyman, as well as we had 6 speeches from students at the high school. It was a very, very tough decision. They all did an amazing job. But tonight we're going to ask for Sebastian to deliver his poem and Ronaldinho to deliver his speech.
Speak. When Moses freed the Hebrews, he spoke. When Miss Harriet Tubman freed the enslaved, she spoke. When Miss Ida B. Wells saw lynching, she spoke. When Dr. Martin King Jr. went to D.C., he spoke. When Miss Anita Hill saw her abuser being allowed in a position of power, she spoke. And when Miss Rosa Parks was told to move her seat for a white man, she said no. So why don't we? We expect change, but don't tell it to happen. We sit and twiddle our thumbs, sighing at the news. We are upset at whatever the newest travesty is, but we don't do anything. Change that. Let the world know what you want and speak. Speak for yourself and for those who have no voice, so they may be released like a dove from a cage and sing their songs of hope and freedom, triumph and sadness, sing and speak. Raise up those who can't, the mute and silence the like, because God gave you tongue and teeth, lips and brain, use them. Or would you rather let them rot as you see the world become more and more corrupt? Nah, not me. I'm gonna speak, and I know each word I say has power. Each one I say hits someone's ears different, and I can change things with my own voice. Ain't that beautiful? So join me and speak, even if you are shy and meek. Speak loud, loud so everyone knows why you're upset, why you are sad and mad at what's happening on this planet. Make them happy or angry, who cares? Just speak. Be loud, scream from the top of your lungs if you have to. Shatter glass panes and eardrums with your voice, because tell me when anyone has ever gone anything by being quiet. Speak so that everyone knows your troubles and solutions. Do not use your voice as an oppressor, but as a de-stressor, a decompressor, an unrepressor, a change maker. One day, we'll all stand together, side by side, talking to one another. Before that happens, you need to lift your voice, be it now or then. But remember, it's never too late to speak.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to start my speech with the words of Mahatma Gandhi. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of our topics today, reminding us that the time is always right to do what is right. Today, this quote, let us explore the power of selflessness and its impact on creating a better world. Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to discuss the powerful words of Martin Luther King Jr., who once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." These words resonate deeply within us, reminding us that the power and responsibilities we possess is as individuals to make a positive impact on the world. Martin Luther King Jr., a trailblazer in the civil rights movement, dedicated his life to advocating for equality and justice. His words continue to inspire generations, urging us to take action and make moral choices, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in. In a world that often seems filled with injustice and inequality, it is crucial to remember that change starts with each and every one of us. The quote encourages us to break free from the chains of indifference and complacency, and instead to embrace the value of compassion, empathy, and fairness. When we truly understand the essence of this quote, we realize that it extends far beyond mere words. It calls upon us to seek out opportunities to right the wrongs we encounter. It challenges us to speak up against discrimination, to stand in solidarity with the marginalized, and to fight for the rights and freedom that every individual deserves. Let us reflect upon the countless heroes who have come before us, individuals like Martin Luther King Jr., who fought tirelessly for justice. Their actions serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us that change is possible and that the time to act is always now. As we embark on this journey of advocating for what is right, let us remember that our efforts, no matter how small, can create ripples of changes that have the potential to transform our communities and our world. Each act of kindness, each act of compassion, and each act of standing up against injustice contributes to the greater tapestry of humanity. So my dear friends, teachers, everyone, I implore you to embrace the words of Martin Luther King Jr. as your guiding light. Let them be etched into your hearts and minds, fueling your passion for justice and inspiring you to make a difference. Together, let us build a society where everyone is treated with dignity, where equality flourishes, and where the time to do what is right is forever at hand. Remember, the time is always right to do what is right. Thank you.
Thank you to our winners. That was a really great speech from the both of y'all. And without further ado, we'd like to once again welcome the BSU choir as they perform their rendition of We Shall Overcome Someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe. This song has a very deep history within it. It's a song that's been played in Tiananmen Square, Beirut, and South Africa's Soweto Township. Now, once again, here is the BSU choir with We Shall Overcome Someday.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome today. Deep in my heart, I still believe that we shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace today. Deep in my heart, I still believe that we shall live in peace today. Deep in my heart,
At this time, I'd like you to turn your attention to the screen. We have a video by kids from K through 12 showing how they lead with love and serve with purpose following Dr. Martin Luther King's dream.
First of all, don't judge a person's character by the color of their skin.
Some ideas and actions that I believe can make his dream reality is don't judge the people for their colors because we have the same blood.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
We should reinforce King's ideas and show his life around the world because it's really important.
I don't think that the inequality is so bad like before, but we have so much work to do yet. The world needs more love, respect, empathy, and we need to see that I'm not much better than someone just because the person have a different color. We all deserve the same treatment and rights.
Todos somos iguais, não podemos julgar ou ser julgados por conta da cor.
أولا نبدأ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. التحدث مع الأشخاص الآخرين بشكل جدا عادي حتى لو كانوا عنصريين. كن جيد تجاههم لأنهم بالأخير بشر، والتعامل باحترام وعدم التفريق بين الأسود والأبيض. لا تتعامل بعنصرية بل ضع نفسك مكانهم. سوف تقول هذا عيب وبالآخر نتحدث نحن بشر مثلهم. لا تفرقنا العنصرية. لا يمكننا أن نسير
We'd like to apologize for the interruption, but I'd like to welcome Naisha Jonathas upstairs to the stage to announce the winners of the raffle.
Winners, please see us at the end of the event to collect your awards.
Hello, everyone. I'm good. How are you? So for the raffle, it was a Bluetooth speaker, a little mini one, a mandala coloring book, and a $25 gift card to Brickyard. So the first winner is Daniel Rassinen, the principal. All right, so the second winner was Carrie Johnson. And the last and final winner was, bless you, the last and final winner is Maura Cox. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause for our Secretary of the BSU, Naisha Jonathas.
And we'd like to welcome Ms. Charles, our advisor, up to the stage.
just want to say that I am so proud of the students. Y'all did a job well done, well done. And I think for the first time for our school to have a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration presented by the first Black Student Union at Woburn Memorial High School, I can say that this was very successful, and I'm very proud of you guys. Can all the members of the Black Student Union please stand? Please stand. Don't be shy. So we have quite a few, you can have a seat now, we have quite a few students here, but in total we have on our roster 120 students who are in the club. And I would also like to recognize the Black Student Union Board. If board members are here, could you please stand? We have, I know I saw, our treasurer is not here, secretary is here, we have some board of representatives here, we have our co-presidents here. Co-presidents actually were the MCs tonight. Carl and Izzat, they did a fantastic job. And I would also like to recognize the teachers who helped to support. We had teachers who were judges for our oratorical competition. We had teachers who, Donna Childs is not here. She had her class do some of the beautiful artwork that is in the silent auction that is on display. We had teachers and the, where's Meg Patrici? Meg, I'm gonna need your help. Where are you? Because I can't see without my glasses. I need your help. The Harold Wyman School and the Alta Vista. They contributed some artwork, and so we've had a team backing the night tonight. And as far as participation, I want to thank Chris DeMio. I want to thank our principal, Dan, for letting us do this, thinking it was a wonderful idea. And I think we are short on announcing the winner for elementary. That is coming. They're tallying it up. Oh, we have it. So let me pass the mic really quickly.
Hot off the press. The Harold Wyman. Can I have Anaya Rose Guerrier come on up? Congratulations. Or stand up, actually. Congratulations.
Anya Rose is our winner, and what I want to say is that we are going to have a full press review, okay? So this is like bigger than just tonight, okay? Everyone is going to know that you won, and you will get a special certificate, okay? All right. Our MCs, oh, I want to thank Meg Patrici. Who else? I want to thank, there's so many people, and please forgive me if I am forgetting anyone, but there has been a team, and I'm looking forward to BSU putting this again together next year, and having support from everybody again. Thank you so much to our keynote speaker, Mr. Austin, for giving a wonderful speech, and thank you.
Before we have Dr. Crowley give our closing remarks, I'd just like to thank everybody for being here. I'd like to thank the whole BSU, and you got the board.
I'd also like to thank our board members, Naisha Jonathas, Myers Ortiz Arriaga, or Secretary Naisha Jonathas, our treasurer, Gio, right? Gio Desir, Myers Ortiz Arriaga, Carl Mayuz, our co-president, Amari Williams, another one of our board members, and yeah. Oh, wait. Right in the crowd right now. Can we get a round of applause for Akila Aurelian?
And I'd like to pass it over to Dr. Crowley for our closing remarks.
I'm going to be very brief. I just want to echo all of the sentiment of gratitude that you've heard tonight. Woburn is an incredibly special place. I think all of you that are in the room tonight have witnessed that. And so to those of you that are here, from our younger students who are getting a little antsy, to our seniors who the night is still young, thank you. You are the stars of the show each and every day, and we appreciate the way that you perform, the way that you act, the way that you hold yourself. I would like to think that Dr. King would be incredibly proud of the city of Woburn tonight. And so thank you, and have a good night.
One last reminder, just remember to visit the silent auction. Thank you, have a good night, God bless.